What's up, guys? Today's video is going to be about the ancient art of noodle making. I'll be cooking easy Chinese noodles two ways, hand-pulled and simple cut noodles. And I will reveal to you some secret ingredients, so listen closely. Okay, let's start with the ingredients. You see me here mixing simple bread flour, nutritional yeast and baking soda. Yes, you heard it right. I'm not using the strongest, in other words, the highest in protein flour. And I'm not using a cake flour either. I've done my research and concluded that the flour strength is not the key factor. And yes, the secret ingredients number 1 and 2 are the nutritional yeast and baking soda. One is the natural dough relaxer that significantly decreases the time you need to knead and relax your dough. And the other one increases the pH level. That reduces the gluten strength and also positively impacts the dough flexibility that we are all striving for so much. Then, as you can see, I'm adding some tap water and salt. Very important to add salt here. That's not a very secret ingredient, but there has been some studies going on in the food science hemisphere that found that salt is the most important ingredient that makes the dough elastic. Keep that in mind. By the way, feel free to read my video descriptions. There is always more details and notes to the success hidden in there. Now, here comes the technique. First, use the food processor to rip your dough apart for about 30 seconds. My food processor is really tiny, as you can see, so I did it in parts here. Whatever works, I guess. You can also do this part by hand, but that's not my style. Then, transfer it to the stand mixer and knead it on high speed for about 15 minutes. By the way, some Chinese restaurants mix their dough for hours at a time. Do you remember the secret ingredient number 1? Thanks to nutritional yeast, we do not need to do that. 15 minutes would be just fine. At this point, dough feels like clay. And here comes the fun part, stretching and twisting. I won't lie, I've enjoyed this part quite a lot. Take your time and stretch and twist your dough, as you can see me doing here, for another 10 to 15 minutes, to the point that you would be able to easily stretch the dough to both arms' length without ripping it apart. This process helps the gluten strands inside the dough to align in the right direction. Afterwards, you can start stretching your noodles right away, but you can also let it rest a bit on your counter at room temperature. Meanwhile, boil your water or prepare the spicy Asian umami flavored soup in my case. First, let me show you how to make cut noodles. Spread some flour on your dough and around the counter and pull out your pasta machine. If you follow me closely, you know that my rule number 1 is if you have a pasta machine, use this pasta machine. So here we go. Roll out the dough sheets to about 3 mm thickness. Generously cover the flour, fold, cover in flour, and fold again. And then cut the noodles to your desired thickness with your sharpest knife. Finally, boil them right away. They have a very limited shelf life. I've served these cut noodles with an Asian flavored soup, as previously mentioned, some stir-fry seitan in black bean sauce, toasted nori flakes, and my extra special spicy kombucha caviar. And yes, it's totally vegan. Yummy! Here comes the part that you've been all waiting for, pulled noodles. Please excuse my pulling technique here. Secret ingredients are all cool, but technique takes time to master. So sorry if this might hurt your eyes, but I tried my best. By the way, I tried to pull my noodles both with flour and oil, and to me oil seems like a better choice. I found that once you start adding flour, the dough changes its structure and starts to rip easily. Maybe it's just me. Let me know in the comments below. So, as you can see, there was no more seitan left by the time of pulled noodles plating, so I've used all the same components except for it for the final plate. Still super yummy though. Okay guys, that's it. My noodle video is over. Let me know if you enjoyed it or if it helped you in any way to demystify that noodle mystery. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.